Hey y'all, hey, Eric with Time to Shrink. We are gonna hit Costco today. So I thought I would take y'all with me and show you what the good keto finds are. The top things that we would pick up here, maybe some things to absolutely not pick up that you think might be good but aren't. I don't know. I have really not done much in Costco in a while, so I'm hoping there'll be some new stuff too. Remember, keto can be very affordable or you can spend a lot on it. My advice is always do the best that you can afford. So while I may be pointing out some things and you're like, I can't afford that, that's okay. I kind of want you to have in mind good, better, best. Doing keto, super low carb, staying super low carb is very good. It's good for us. Then we can step it up and do a little bit better quality, and then we can step it up and do the best quality, right? We want to do the best thing that we can afford, and you also need to remember why you're doing keto. Are you doing keto just for weight loss? Are you doing it for some health benefits? Like, what is your reasoning? If you're doing it solely for weight loss and all you care about is carb count, then have that in your mind as we're going through keto today. As we're going through Costco today. If you want all of the health benefits, have that in your mind as we're going, because to get all of the health benefits, food quality really, really does matter. What we're putting in our bodies really, really does matter to get all of the health benefits, but it's a spectrum, just like everything else, right? Okay, let's run into Costco, y'all. Alright y'all, just walked in the door. Wanted to show y'all the Vital Protein Collagen. This is a really, really good buy. It's not on sale, it's $30. Sometimes they do have a sale, but it's a really good quality and I do like this. However, this here, people get caught up seeing Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier and thinking, oh, this is gonna be a great product for me. Y'all, this is full of sugar, 11 carbs for a drink and it's all from sugar, is just too much, y'all, so stay away. Premier Protein is on sale. There's also some protein waters. These are okay. They don't have artificial sweeteners or colors. If you're needing to get some extra protein, this is not a bad option. But these, I know they're very popular, but y'all, I really, really suggest you stay away from Premier Protein. The ingredients are just junky. There is a lot of protein, but the ingredients are pretty junky. But technically, if you're into dirty keto, these would be okay. But this would not be my recommendation. I would totally recommend Equip Protein. It is my favorite by far. But this is definitely a popular option in the keto world for protein drinks. Here is something else that a lot of people see and think is going to be great for them because it's low sugar and it even says gluten-free. But the ingredients on these are so junky, y'all. If dirty keto is your thing, you could probably fit these in, but I really think that these elevate blood sugar and therefore are not that helpful for very many of us. They do taste really, really good, but I would say no. Here is another dirty keto find. I don't like these myself. I don't love the ingredients, but if you're okay with dirty keto, these are totally an option. My husband loves these. He's not on low carb eating real well. He's low carb probably a little bit, but not keto. My son and my husband love these, so we usually stock up on these. They do have 21 grams of protein. They are gluten-free, y'all, but not the best ingredients in the whole world. I would definitely steer towards like a Perfect Keto bar versus these. These are very much like a Quest bar. If you like the consistency of a Quest bar, you may really, really like these. They're just not my favorite, but these are definitely an option. Here is a new find at our Costco, and this is a great mix. If you do nuts for keto, these are dry roasted, meaning there's no yucky oils. So this is a really, really great mix of nuts. We've got almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, and pistachios. This is an awesome, awesome find, and I totally recommend. Where like you go over here and these are dry roasted almonds, but these are roasted in an oil, and cashews are probably the worst nut on keto just because they have way more carbs than the other nuts. And peanuts are a legume, so these are not really recommended either. Some people that do dirty keto do eat these, but again, they're roasted in not so good oils. So when you're looking at nuts, that's really, really important. Got some more nuts going on over here. Let's see. See, these are roasted in peanut oil, which we do not want. That is very inflammatory, so I would stay away from these. Same thing over here. These are then honey roasted, so we've not only got the oil, but we've got the sugar. So with nuts, you just have to be really, really careful. Here are some Brazil nuts. These are so high in selenium, y'all. Selenium, magnesium, zinc. These are powerhouse nuts as far as nutrition. Let's turn it over and see. Brazil nuts is the only ingredient, so these are absolutely a thumbs up go, and they're raw Brazil nuts. Definitely a go. And then we get over to where they junk it up again. These are so tasty. I used to love these, but definitely a no for keto. These granola bars are a possible option if you're doing low carb and not keto. They do have some maple syrup and some honey, but these are very, very clean. If you're looking for granola bars for your children, these are really, really great. They taste good and they're very, very clean. For me, the maple syrup and the honey make them a no-go for me, but as far as ingredients go, I love these for kids, or just if your family is trying to stay low carb. Then we've got the pumpkin seeds. These just are sprouted with a touch of salt. Sprouted seeds are the way to go by far, y'all. They are a lot easier for your body to digest if they've been sprouted, and these are organic. So these are $8.99 for the bag, and these are a definite thumbs up. Here is a definite yes. Dry roasted macadamia nuts just with sea salt. These are so good on keto. Along with Brazil nuts, these are some of the other nuts that I highly recommend. They have a really good fat ratio, and for this entire thing, it's $19.99. Here they have some dry roasted almonds. Like I said, look for that dry roasted. If it just says roasted, then they use some kind of oil, so look for that dry. And even better if they're sprouted or organic. So like I said, lots of great options, but you just have to be careful. All right, if y'all have followed me at all, you know this is like one of my very favorite things, Zip Fizz. Again, these are not 100% clean. They do have sucralose in them, but I get my vitamins and my my vitamins and a lot of my electrolytes in these. I highly recommend them personally. I have POTS, and electrolytes and hydration are super important to me. These are actually on sale, $6 off. That is a great sale. So if you're interested, Costco.com will have the sale as well, or any of your Costco's. And you can always return things at Costco if you don't like something. So great find. All right, here is something that you might think would be appropriate. It's almond flour, it's gluten-free. However, if you're just doing paleo or low carb, these are totally an okay option. If you're doing keto, they're going to be too high for you. So see, these are on sale, $5.99, which is a great deal. So if you're looking for something for your kids or just low carb, this is really great. It's 18 carbs, and it is very clean, but definitely way too carby if you're looking for keto. Here is something, a cinnamon pecan keto bites. It says 4 grams of fiber, 4 net carbs, and 5 grams of protein. These are $8.99. Let's turn it over. These, I don't think these look all that great, to tell you the truth, but let's see. Okay, so the ingredients are really good. I'm really happy with this. It is a total of 13 carbs. You've got your fiber, and then you've got some sugar alcohols with the erythritol. So if you do net carbs, these are totally doable. I have not tried these, but $8.99, you get quite a few in here actually. For a keto product, that's not bad. Okay, they have a lot of different cheese crisps. A lot of times cheese crisps are a awesome snack for keto, or an addition like to your salads or different things. Often are awesome. However, this one, even though it says it has 10 grams of protein, it's got all that cheese in it, right? It has a lot of ingredients that make it not keto. So, you know, always check your ingredients. There are definitely cheese crisps out there that are doable, but this one has brown rice and oat bran and things that we definitely don't want. So here are the macros. I mean, you could fit them in if you wanted to, but there are definitely other cheese crisp products that are 0 to 1 carbs. So again, always read those ingredients, y'all. 4505 and Epic brand pork rinds are my favorite pork rinds to recommend, because the ingredients are super clean. These are light and fluffy and so awesome. And y'all, $4.79. That is a huge sale. I would stock up on these if you like pork rinds. These are the chili and salt, but they're very lightly flavored actually. I love these, and these are probably going to be a staple for me this month. I think I'm going to get 2 if I can squeeze it in my my budget. If not, I may get just one, but I'm gonna pick up 2. All right, another area that is sometimes where you can mess up is jerkies. You think jerkies are gonna be great for keto, and oftentimes they are, but a lot of them are full of sugars. This one has some extra sugar. It's got 5 grams of carbs per serving. Look for jerkies that are 1 to 2 carbs max. You can also find jerkies that are 0. So while they have a lot of options here, most of them are a no-go. So again, just be very careful. Like this one here, it says made with grass-fed beef. That is amazing. 10 grams of protein. Everything looks awesome. Let's flip it over and see. I've never seen these here. Okay, see, and then they use cane sugar and soybean. Yeah, these would not be my favorite. 7 grams of carbs. So the front looks perfect, but don't be deceived by packaging. So just read those packaging. And then here's something that is definitely a yes. These are mini beef sticks, Country Archer brand. These are really, really good. 5 grams of protein, 50 calories, 0 sugar. So these are grass-fed as well. Definitely recommend. These are $14.99. Here is another area where you have to be a little careful. Here's the peanut butters. A lot of the peanut butters have added sugar, so just because it's organic doesn't mean that that works for us, right? So all of these peanut butters, I'm leaving, and then we come to some that are some options. So this one is kind of cool. Nuts-O. It has cashews, almonds, Brazil nuts, flaxseed, chia seeds, hazelnuts, pumpkin seeds. This gives you a nice crunch. So 180 calories for 2 tablespoons. The ingredients are just the nuts and salt. So this is $15.99, not cheap, but you're gonna eat small amounts of it anyway, so that's definitely a go. And then one that is even better in my opinion, like this is probably one of my favorite things they have here, is the pecan butter. I think pecans are one of the healthier, better fats, the better fat profiles versus like the omega-6, omega-3, all of those are ratios. So highly recommend. This is just pecans and salt, I'm pretty sure. I think I looked at this recently, yeah. Pecans and salt, $13.99, and it's a bigger jar too. This is 24 ounces, so really nice jar. I totally recommend this. Plus it says sea salt, y'all. Must be made somewhere in the South, y'all. And then we've got almond butter. Let's check out their almond butter. Roasted almonds is the only thing in here, so this is definitely a yes. And this is only $6.79. Not gonna find this one's almond butter for that price very many places. So highly recommend if you do almond butter. And I definitely recommend replacing peanut butter with almond butter where you can. Again, the omega-6 to omega-3 ratios. We'd want to have more omega-3s in our diet, and it's so easy to rack up on omega-6s. So almonds are a better profile than peanuts. Something that often people do add to smoothies and things on keto and a low carb lifestyle is peanut butter powder, because it's less fat, and if you're not wanting a lot of fat for some reason. However, even though this says organic, you flip it around and there are sugars in this and oils that we don't want, so this would be a no. It says organic peanut butter flour, you're thinking you're good, but no. Labels, y'all. So on keto, obviously we stay away from all sugars, but when you go to just low carb and you start adding some things in, maple syrup and raw honeys can be an option. So really high quality maple syrups. See, this is just organic maple syrup and vanilla bean. Really high quality maple syrups can be used in limited quantities if you're just doing like a paleo or a low carb. So I just wanted to show you that. This is $14.99. That's a great price for this quantity. But one thing to stay away from 100% is agave. People think that agave is a better choice, but agave is pure fructose and it will raise your blood sugar like crazy. So even if you're just doing low carb or paleo, please stay away from agave. Don't get sucked into that. If you like to do like a keto oatmeal type thing, hemp hearts and chia seeds, this is a great place to get them. $14.99 for this big bag. You can add lots of protein to things, and the ratios of omega-3 to omega-6 are pretty good at hemp hearts, so this is a great place to get that. This Purely Elizabeth is $13.99 and it is organic. This is the brand of granola bars I showed you earlier. This is great if you're just doing low carb or paleo. There's a little bit of protein, but see how it says keto paleo? It's really not keto. It has sugars in it that are going to be more than you want on keto, but it's great for paleo or just low carb. Again, it's a low carb lower carb grain-free granola, and they even wrote MCT powder or MCT oil on there to make you think that we're going keto. But if you flip it around, a third of a cup is 170 calories and 9 carbs. So there's 4 added sugars. So this is not keto. You could fit it in if you really wanted to, but I don't recommend this for keto, but it's a great option if you're just trying to do a clean or low carb. I just found a new product. This is $12.99 for this Premier Protein cereal. Now, I've told y'all before I'm not a fan of Premier Protein, but in the weight loss surgery world especially, even in the keto world, people are into the Premier Protein. They're into all of the protein, the label of how much protein you get. And this says only 5 grams of total sugars, but y'all, when you look at the side, first of all, a serving is only a cup. People tend to do 2 and 3 cups of cereals, right? But if you look down here, it's got wheat gluten and corn flour and wheat. I mean, it is not good ingredients, y'all. The ingredients are not good. I do not recommend this, but I've never seen it before, so I wanted to look at it. Y'all, this store is so packed today, so packed. So I'm gonna try my best. I think I'm getting some really good content for y'all. Lots of stuff to talk about. I'm gonna split this into 2 videos. We're gonna do all of the dry goods, and then next week I will have the freezer and all of the cold room goods. I don't know what to call those, but otherwise this would be so long because Costco has so much great stuff, y'all. I found one quiet little aisle that I could talk to y'all, but let's keep going, y'all. Let's see what else we can find. We're only about halfway through the dry aisles. This is a pretty popular keto low carb marinara. It tastes really, really good. People really like it. For these 2 jars, it's $10.69, so it's one of the better places to get it unless you can find like a really big buy one get one free deal somewhere. But for half a cup, it's only 100 calories, 6 grams of carbs, and 4 sugars, but they're sugars just from the tomatoes. There are no added sugars in here, so this is a really good find for Costco, and I highly recommend. I was checking this out because I haven't seen it. It's $11.99 for 2. It's a kale pesto with white cheddar. That sounded really good, but it's 4 carbs for only 1/4 of a cup, and it's got some oils in it that I don't love. So while you could use this, it's probably not the best choice. Parmesan cheese. Now, I try to stick to pretty clean keto, but I definitely do use the grated Parmesan cheese. I am not saying this is a super high quality, but I use this in my keto crumb mixture that I make. This is a great place to buy this, $7.49 for this huge thing. And then they have an organic version, y'all. This is aged 10 months, which makes me really excited because I could use it the same way I use this, but it's a much higher quality, much higher quality. So I would totally snag this over this, and I will. I hope they keep this long term because I'm super excited about this find. Aged grated Parmesan. $9.49 for this big thing of pepperoni. It's low carb. You get 2 big things of it. It's a really great deal if you do pepperoni. Again, not the highest quality in the world, but it is 0 carb, and it's a great thing to have. I enjoy having pepperoni on hand. Velveeta, again, not super healthy, but it is low carb. Rotel, I do like to get the organic Rotel here. You get 8 cans for $6.29. I use this in so many things. I really, really do like to have this on hand. Again, I like to buy their organic diced tomatoes, their tomato paste here, and tomato sauce, and I make my own. I end up making my own like marinara sauce basically with a combination of these things. So good prices for organic, good quality. So this is a great place to stock up on your tomato canned goods. I do tend to buy this one over here, either the Cento San Marzano peeled tomatoes, or sometimes that's $8.99. This is a little cheaper, and these are really, really good as well. The Italian peeled tomatoes, this is what I buy to make my tomato sauce. I use this as the main base for my marinara sauce. It's $5.29 for 3 big cans. I like to make huge quantities of it in my Instant Pot and freeze it. I have some of these at home, so I'm not getting it today, but I highly recommend this product right here. And then this is just a great place to stock up on your canned goods. Mushrooms, you get a ton of mushrooms here for $8.99. Skip the corn, definitely not keto. Cut green beans, $9.49 for 12 cans. So not a bad place to stock up, although canned goods at Aldi may be even a tiny bit cheaper. I do like to buy the organic broths here. It's nice to make your own chicken stock, but it's also nice to have just some on hand. This is the Kirkland organic chicken stock. It's $9.99, and it's just nice to have on hand. You get 6 resealable cartons, and I really do like this product. Here is a product that I have not tried before. I've seen it here before. $7.97 for 6 microwavable rice cauliflowers. It's not a great price, and truthfully, it's just as easy to heat up frozen cauliflower, which is cheaper. So these would be okay. Like if you're traveling somewhere and you wanted to take some rice cauliflower with you or something, there's an option. Well, let's look at the ingredients and make sure. Yeah, it's just cauliflower water. So these are an option, but not an amazing price, really. I have never seen this product before. Canned roast beef and beef broth. It's got a lot of preservatives that are not awesome, and it's $14.49 for just these cans, so it's not cheap either. So not sure why you would buy beef this way, but there it is. It's weird, huh? All right, we've got some clams and clam juice. That's totally option, $7.99. The Wild Pacific sardines, these are an extra virgin olive oil, so these are a go, $9.99. This is a super great keto find. They're wild caught. The things you want to look for when you're getting sardines or any kind of seafood in a can, you want it to be wild caught, and you also want it to either be in water or extra virgin olive oil. You want to not buy them that are in oils that are not good for you, because then you're canceling out all the benefits of the fish and the seafood, right? So this is definitely an option. It's something I wish I liked. I don't like sardines, y'all, but they're so great for you. Great protein. Now here's kind of one of the things I was talking about. This is tuna. Tuna can be really high in mercury, so that's a whole story, but it is good to look for light chunk tuna, and you want it to be in water, because then you're not getting any inflammatory oils. So this is definitely an option. $13.99 for all of this. Great quick lunches on keto. And then here we've got the sustainable pole and line caught albacore wild tuna. Now this is generally a little higher in the mercury, so if you're watching that, the albacore may be not the best choice, even though it does say Wild Planet. This is really a better option. So we've got more of the albacore, and then here we've got the canned chicken. We do use this quite a bit at our house to make buffalo chicken dip is the main thing we use it for. But the premium chunk chicken breast, I was hoping this was going to be on sale, but it's still not that bad. It's $9.69 for 6 cans. All right, this is on sale. Again, remember I talked about not doing the ahi because of the mercury, but this one says every tuna mercury tested. So if they've tested it for you, 8 3-ounce pouches, and it is on sale for $9.49. So this would be a definite option. I showed you the broth earlier, and I was wrong, y'all. It's not the organic chicken broth that I like to buy. It's the organic bone chicken broth that I like to buy, because the bone broth is just a little bit better for you, and it has higher protein in it. So I highly recommend this. And then this I have never seen before, but it's flame roasted green chilies in this huge can. I'm tempted to buy this. It's on sale for $5.59. Green peppers, garlic, lime juice. I don't know if I would go through this whole thing in time before it went bad, so I'm not gonna get it. But it's been so hard to find Hatch green chilies lately in this city, and this is such a great deal. All right, here is an aisle, a section of stuff that I pick up often. Remember we talked about cheese whisps earlier today? These are the ones that I recommend. Parmesan cheese wisp. This is aged Parmesan cheese. 13 grams of protein for $23, and there's no added anything. It's just Parmesan and enzymes. So highly recommend this. They go on sale often. When they're on sale, I stock up. But for now, $9.99 for this. Another thing that we get sometimes is bacon crumbles. Not too often. I mean, it's $8.89 for 1.25 pounds. But it's a good thing to have on hand. We usually cook bacon every week, so I don't usually buy this, but it's definitely an option if you want something easy. We've got some sliced almonds. Definitely an option, $6.89. This is something that I always want to get here because I love mushrooms so much, but $7.99. We're gonna flip it around. It's shiitake mushrooms, great, but in vegetable oil canola, like, it's got maltitol, like, not good ingredients, which makes me so sad because I know that I would love those. On the other hand, I do buy this dried gourmet mixed mushrooms. It's $12.99. This is a ton of mushrooms because they're dried. I love to add this to Instant Pot and crock pot meals, or you can just hydrate them on the stove. Highly recommend this. We've gotten these before. You have to love you some cauliflower. They are super stinky, super smelly. Not a bad ingredient list. It is in some sunflower oil, but it's organic, so not ideal either. I actually returned these. They were a no-go for me. Got a lot of like artichokes and olives and sun-dried tomatoes, muffalata. So this is a good aisle, but again, just read the backs and make sure that it's in a good quality oil. Capers are great. They add such a briny, great flavor, but this huge jar, I have no idea how we go through all of this, but I do love capers, y'all. This is where I buy my apple cider vinegar. It's $7.39 for organic apple cider vinegar, raw, unfiltered. It's got the mother, that's what you want. Way less expensive than Bragg's and just as good a quality, so I always buy this. This is a great thing to stock up on here. Some salsas and some hot sauce. So again, just read ingredients. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce doesn't have the best ingredient list in the whole world, but you don't use a lot of it at a time. It's something I stock up on. And then Frank's Red Hot. This is our everyday hot sauce at our house. It's very, very mild, but just a really great flavor. $6.99 for 2. I think we get a better deal at Walmart on this. And then in the South, there's no debate that this is the best mayonnaise. It has 0 sugar. However, it has really inflammatory oils. So we do buy this, but I just know that and try and use it in a limited quantity for myself because the inflammatory oils can actually really bother me. But this huge thing is only $8.99, y'all. I highly recommend, usually they have it here, is Chosen Foods mayo. They usually have it here. They don't today. I hope it's not gone. The Chosen Foods mayo is made with an avocado oil. I buy that one for myself mostly, and I usually buy it here. So hopefully that's gonna come back. All right, spice aisle. They've got some great stuff and some not so great stuff. Again, read ingredients. We absolutely love this Byron's butt rub. Has no sugar in it. This is what we use when we do barbecue. Montreal steak seasoning. This stuff is great too. It's $5.99. However, Fresh Jack's makes a steak seasoning that we like way better, so we don't buy this anymore, but it's definitely an option. Doesn't have any MSG or any artificial ingredients, so it's definitely an option, and it's definitely a cheaper option. We got some of these Kinder brand seasoning. We saw that it was organic and the prices were good, and we just grabbed it. And then I didn't read the back, y'all. Then I got home and saw that they added sunflower oil. Like, why would you put sunflower oil in your seasoning? Now I can't use it because it's got an inflammatory oil. So read the packages. Another example of a reason to read your packaging. This is only $6.99, all natural. Sounds good, right? But they add sugar to it. Like, I don't need sugar in my taco seasoning. Highly recommend Fresh Jack's for seasoning. I can't say that enough, y'all. A decent find here. It's not really that much better priced, but it's a good find, and we love this stuff. This is the Lakanto Golden Monk Fruit Sweetener, $8.69. And actually, this is a bigger container than I get off of Amazon, so maybe it is a better price. I don't need any right now, but I highly recommend this. It's great stuff. While we are in the baking aisle, y'all, they have really great prices on almond flour. I love how super fine this is. This is my favorite almond flour for baking. Kirkland almond flour, $11.99. Great for baking. All right, here we're in the oils. There's some that are definite no's, some that are great. There are a lot of oils that are great for keto, and you just want to make sure you're getting oils that are anti-inflammatory. It's a great price on coconut oil, organic, $11.75 for cold pressed, unrefined. You're not going to find a better deal. This is a great thing to have. Great thing for keto. And then we come right beside it, baking spray canola. It says non-GMO, and you're like, oh, it's non-GMO. Y'all, this is super inflammatory. Do not buy this. Do not buy this. Buy this instead. Chosen Foods avocado spray, $5.89 for 2. Not the cheapest, but it is a great expeller pressed, naturally refined, high smoke point oil to have in a spray. And it's not got any chemicals in it. It's just the avocado. I always stock them on this. Great deal. And then when you're getting your oils, avocado oil is my favorite for cooking, other than I cook in a lot of beef fat or different animal fats. But if you're doing a vegetable oil, avocado is my favorite. It has a high heat. This is 100% pure avocado oil. You want to look for expeller pressed. So this is great, $10.69, great deal. And then with your olive oils, I don't like to cook with olive oils because they don't have a high heat point, but it is great for salads or applying after you've cooked. But with olive oil, you always want to look for first cold press, not just cold press, but first cold press. You want to get the highest quality you possibly can when you're talking about vegetable oils. So they've got some flavored ones and stuff here that sound good, but I would stay away from. And then we've got grapeseed oil. This is highly inflammatory. Please stay away from that. When you're talking vegetable oils, I really would just stick to avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil. That's it. All of the rest of them are a no-go. One thing I wanted to show you, this is a paleo version, but this Birch Benders also makes keto pancake mixes. They're pretty decent. It's just add water. I always have to add some sweetener, but they're pretty decent. This is the paleo one, so it does have some sugars, but they do make a keto version. Just don't have it at mine today. I see a lot of people get tricked by this Better Than Bouillon. It says organic and they think it's going to be great. It's easy. It's super inexpensive way to add beef broth or chicken broth to things. But y'all, roasted chicken, maltodextrin. The second ingredient is maltodextrin. And then there's food starch, there's cane sugar. Y'all, please avoid this. This is not good. Not good, not healthy. Don't waste your time using such inferior, yucky ingredients. You can totally do keto in a dirty fashion, meaning using a lot of these oils and just looking at carb count. But if you want the full benefit, then it really does matter. Ingredients do matter. I mean, I know that may not be the most popular opinion, but ingredients do matter, y'all. Here's some stuff, some more wild caught sustainable sardines, again in 100% olive oil. And then here's my mayo, and it's on sale for $4.99, which is a great deal. This is the one I was telling y'all about, the Chosen Foods 100% avocado mayo. I don't need any of this today, and if I was not on a no spend month, I would probably stock up at $4.99, but I'm gonna skip it today. But I highly recommend this mayonnaise. It doesn't taste amazing all by itself, in all truthfulness, but if you doctor it up with flavorings, it's great, and it is way better for you than regular mayonnaise. I have never seen this at my, I started to say Aldi, I'm at Costco. $10.99 for 2 containers of pork panko pork rind crumbs. Now, I've never bought this, so I do not know if that's an amazing price or not. I make my own. I make a keto crumb mix that's part pork rinds, part nutritional yeast, part Parmesan cheese that I use to bread everything, and I just make it in bulk, way cheaper that way. But this is a good quality product, and it's definitely easier to just buy it off the shelf, right? So totally recommend. I feel like I found the keto aisle, y'all. Chosen Foods, pork panko, coconut oil, almond flour, monk fruit. And then we've got the stevia leaf monk fruit sweeteners. These are good to like just keep in your car to have a sweetener on hand when you're on the go. Again, and these are on sale for $8.99, $4 off. Great buy. It totally is the keto section, y'all. This whole side is keto too. We've got the keto bites. We've got, well, this is not keto. This is what I showed y'all earlier. They're saying it's keto. It has MCT oil, but it's got sugars. This would be a better choice if you're looking for a keto granola. No sugar added Lakanto keto granola, cinnamon almond crunch, sweetened with monk fruit. This has a total of 10 carbs, 3 fiber, and 5 sugar alcohols. Much better choice if you're looking for a keto granola. Don't be fooled by labels. This is not a keto granola. You could fit it in if you really wanted to, but it's got the sugars and a lot higher carb count versus something made with like a monk fruit. And then they hid a few things in here that they want you to think are keto. Obviously not keto, as tasty as those are. Then we've got this Choc Keto Snap Dark Chocolate, Coconut Almond, and Sea Salt for $9.99. Organic. Let's see. We have organic dark chocolate, organic cocoa butter, organic low-fat cocoa powder, organic cane sugar, organic vanilla, coconut, almonds, and sea salt. So definitely got some sugar, so not super clean keto, but the ingredient list is actually pretty good, y'all. And they're in these individual little snack sizes, so that's kind of cool. So you get 2 snaps for 180 calories, 6 carbs, 3 fiber. So there's 3 sugars. So this would be 3 carbs. So if you need like a little chocolate fix, not a bad idea. I mean, it's not the cleanest of the clean, but not bad. I would try it. I don't like coconut, but I would try that. And then you go over here to these clusters, and then these have even more sugar, I'm guessing. You could do it. It's 8 grams of total fiber, and then you have some sugar alcohol, so it's like 5 carbs per serving. I think you could probably go a little crazy with this pretty quickly, but 4 net carbs, organic and non-GMO, so not too bad. Then we go into, we've got now we're talking paleo. So paleo, organic grain-free bars. Remember, paleo, the difference in paleo and keto is just the sugars they use. Keto doesn't do sugars at all. Paleo allows some healthier sugars, so it just depends on where you are in your journey. I think paleo is great if you're maintaining or for family. Nutty chocolate trail mix, paleo wild roots. So this is $11.99, 210 calories for 1/4 of a cup, 10 carbs, 3 fiber, 5 protein. So again, you could fit this in if you really wanted to. It is rather positive ingredients. Then we're back to the Wisps and the 4505, both things that I recommend. How interesting they put like all this keto stuff all together. I guess it's the thing right now. It's going into January. I mean, I'm talking about it, right? But that was kind of cool how they put all that together. Back to some more sweeteners. I would absolutely say stay away from Splenda. It's not good for us. It doesn't have great ingredients. These packets actually have added extra things that can spike your sugar. Instead, go for the stevia leaf monk fruit that's right beside it here. This is great, and like I said, this one is on sale right now. So great to have to just keep packets in your car when you're like going through places and you want to sweeten things. Not a bad option. Alright y'all, so that was Costco today. We found so many things. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again next week for the cold section of Costco keto low carb finds.